now, Alaska's #1 news team. Maria Downey, Mike Ross, Kevin Wells with sports, and Jackie Purcell with the weather. This is the Channel 2 News Hour.
An internet superhighway is under construction in southwest Alaska this year, but will the average household be able to afford access? The chairman of the Federal Communications Commission was here in Alaska to explore that issue. Channel 2's Rhonda McBride joins us now with more on that story. Rhonda.
Maria, the last time an FCC chairman visited Alaska was in 2003, so you can understand why Alaskans were anxious to meet with Julius Janikowski. His desire to modernize the Universal Service Fund could help rural Alaskans move into the fast lane for high-speed internet. And we all contribute to this fund when we pay our phone bill. It's helped make service affordable in rural communities across America. So can it do the same for internet access? From cables under Cook Inlet to microwave relay towers on mountaintops, $88 million of communications infrastructure is coming to Alaska this year, paid for through a mix of loans and grants through the federal stimulus program.
Looks good. They got to this point in the process.
It looks pretty near done.
The chairman of the FCC and other federal officials have come to check out the work, which was awarded to GCI through a competitive bidding process. By the end of the year, 65 communities in southwest Alaska will have high-speed internet access through GCI's Project Terra.
So we're really here celebrating that vision, that it's really happening, and to see it happen in the most remote part of the United States is a thrill.
From Dillingham, the federal VIPs traveled to New Stuyahok, where they visited the school, a school in which very few children have internet access at home.
I'm not sure a lot of people, until you actually come visit here, understand what the word remote means.
Right now, internet use is a lot like driving down this bumpy road, dependent on slow satellites. In the next year, schools and clinics will get access to the fast lane of the internet highway. That's why the tour also included a stop at the clinic to show how dependent rural Alaskans are on technology for basic services.
So they have one dermatologist in the state of Alaska to service all of the Alaska Native beneficiaries.
Clinics, hospitals, and schools get special rates to bring down the cost of internet access. But what about homes and businesses? Will people be able to afford it? Not without some kind of subsidy very similar to those that brought telephone service to rural areas.
$12.25.
A stop at the grocery store to show the FCC commissioner how even basic goods are luxuries in rural Alaska.
The least costly, most efficient way that a school or library can get internet, there shouldn't be any government regulations that say, no, you can't do it that way.
At a meeting in Anchorage, the FCC chairman reassures a statewide task force on broadband access that he gets it, that rural Alaskans will need more help, which could come through expanding the Universal Service Fund.
And we succeeded across the country in getting telephone service, even to those parts of the country that have those characteristics, and it was the Universal Service Fund that helped get us there.
Alaska is truly unique in these issues. We have situations that you don't find in any other state in the United States.
Bill Popp, who is head of a statewide task force, says broadband access in remote areas is critical for the whole state because it'll help Alaska develop its resources a lot quicker.
These resource extraction industries are highly technical in nature when you look at oil and gas and mining, and it requires an immense amount of data moving back and forth between the mine site or the drilling pad and the headquarters facility.
I think for having the chairman out there is huge because he'll walk away with a new impression, maybe an enhanced impression in the sense of what needs to be done out there, and not just say, well, it's just another city and another town and another state.
That part of the mission was accomplished.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
But the rest will take a lot more work.
I'm holding up.
And we want to thank GCI for providing us footage of their trip to Dillingham and New Stuyahok. Senator Mark Begich has some concerns about plans to modernize the Universal Service Fund. If money is diverted from phone service to boost internet service, Begich says that could hurt Alaska's small rural telephone companies. He says that restructuring of the fund has to be done very carefully to avoid unintended consequences.
Channel 2's Rhonda McBride reporting.